Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2 DEI Divide Et Impera here today on the channel. We have episode 7 here today. We're going to be declaring war upon Bithynia and hopefully having the siege of Nicomedia. We currently have 3 full stacks, one mostly made up of Rhodian hoplites, the second 2 of Pergamon pikes and Pergamon infantry, as we had a confederation with them in the last episode. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. Alrighty, we've got a bit of a rebellion down in Rhodes we're going to have to deal with as well. We've also got another 2 armies pushing north into the Balkans. We obviously want to try and officially conquer and control all of the territory surrounding the Aegean here. That's what we want to do. We want to get all that coastal territory under our control. So that's the plan. Hopefully you guys like the sound of it. Alrighty, so let's push into Nicomedia and declare war upon Bithynia. So after essentially the Egyptians cancelling their military alliance with me, I'm a little bit hesitant into calling my allies. Even if they don't come in militarily, we're fine at the moment. We've got 6 full stacks. We don't actually need them. But having them as an additional strength in our faction strength, and essentially it's the consequences if you attack Rhodes. Essentially, like Rome is going to be incredibly hesitant, or the Seleucids or any other major power in the known world are going to be deterred from attacking Rhodes, because an attack on Rhodes will bring in Sparta and Egypt, more than likely. Family tree wise as well, we're starting to grow a bit. We're trying to get more into the family tree. We currently hold 56% of the Rhodes Senate, which is fantastic. At the moment, we're currently hemorrhaging a little bit of cash due to that confederation. We essentially got 2 free stacks, and it doesn't help that there's a rebel army here currently raiding Rhodes itself. As Athens is currently, and technically the capital of our empire now, it's not as bad as what it normally would be as we crush the uprising here. And yep, it's going to free up essentially 2,000 gold, like instantly, because it was just stopping like one trade lane. That's the only thing. Playing as Rhodes and you play as a maritime empire, you've really got to quite actively and proactively defend those trade lanes, because most of my army, money and my army is heavily reliant on trade. Okay, well, let's end the turn and continue and see how Bithynia reacts. More than likely, they're just going to stand still, and we're going to be fighting an offensive siege. They do have a secondary army around. They're actually quite bunkered and dug in. They have 2 full stacks and the garrison as well. I haven't brought in my navy, but we might need to. We'll see how we go. But 3 against 3... it should be a good battle regardless. Okay, so there's a battle in the north here. There's been some rebels in Pella. And although Sparta's there, as we have military access with them, it looks like the Celtic faction that's on the border has actually marched over and attacked, which is super interesting. Alright, oh, here we go. Oh, well, that's not good. 7,000 Bithynians have attacked the Pergamon army. 95. We've got pikes though. We might be able to cheese it. 4,700. That's quite a bit. And then the second one's is a garrison army. It's this first army that's going to be tough. Command-wise, he's only got 1 on us. Look, you know what? We'll fight this one. I think we can do something here. Alright, let's go for the Battle of Nicomedia, 269 BC. And they've attacked the main Pergamon army. Most of this is made up of Pergamon pikes that we've brought on in due to the Confederation. They do have some barbarian axemen with them as well. Let's just look at the terrain. Right, we need to make these pikes work to our advantage. We're incredibly outnumbered 2 to 1. So, you know what? We might do the classic, the cheesy Total War corner camp. Because if we were to fight in the open field, I don't reckon we would survive. Even though that's 95% in their favour, we're going to be able to... Even if we lose, we're going to be able to get rid of a lot of them. Then, like, running away. Oh, that's annoying, because they're actually quite smart there. They were going to try and pick us off one by one by one. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall back to the corner here. We'll form up into a phalanx formation. And hopefully they can smash and clash and fall upon our pikes. Ideally. So we'll fall on back. Obviously I didn't choose this army or construct it. Too many pikes for my personal specifications for an army build. And nowhere near enough Rhodian or Cretan Slingers. Alright. Okay, so now the balance of power has swung back a bit. So it's given us about a 80, 70% their chance of victory, chance of defeat. Which is better than the 95 I was giving them. The auto-resolve bias on the campaign map is crazy in DEI. Which I get, because they want you to try and play the battles. Alright, so come on, let's move into a position. And then we'll see how we go. We've got a lot of things on our favour. Firstly, the rain. It's going to be quite a long... It's going to basically exhaust them and take them quite a long while to move and tretch their way on through the mud and the bad weather. Should fatigue them quite a bit. Secondary, they're attacking us. They outnumber us as well. So they're going to commit a lot of their forces. And when I say they don't have too many swordsmen, they do have skirmishers, but not a ridiculous amount. It's mostly just like the armor piercing past the pikes. But this is our first time playing with a Pergamon coalition force. There will be some Rhodian influences, to some extent. The captains and maybe even the commanders overall. But I'm curious to see how Pergamon does. Get a little bit of a taste and a bit of a tease of a Pergamon campaign. Because I am actually open to doing a Pergamon campaign on DEI in the future. But it might be too similar to a Rhodes campaign. We might like attack Asia Minor more than Greece. Just, you know what I mean? It's like such close areas. But maybe in a month or so. Maybe a couple of months. Might seem a bit fresh. Alrighty, so I'm quite happy with this. We will win if the timer runs out. So we do have some Pergamon hoplites here, but most of it's made up of pikes. It is absolutely bucketing down here in Bithynia. And there's the general. Okay, so we've got a couple of reinforcing lines. Hopefully, this strong, turtled, camping, defensive position might be able to give us the dub if we're lucky. Yeah, so they got some axemen and stuff there, so we'll try and make them... I want to position them so that they can use their ammunition. Because if they can throw some axes, if they can throw some skirmishes or whatever you got, that'd be brilliant. Just try and soften them up before they go head on into pikes. Alright, we got some line of sight on the brave Bithynians defending their homeland. Okay, so if we can defeat this, that's 1 down. 2 to go. It's interesting to see how hyper-aggressive the AI is in defending their land, because, like, we haven't had a siege this series, except for the... Oh, we have, that's not true. We've had a defensive siege, but we haven't had an offensive siege, which I actually don't mind due to us being Hellenic, especially on this difficulty, with the amount of hoplites we have. It's quite costly a siege, particularly when you don't have too many swordsmen. You do get access to, like, what are they, thorax, Greek swordsmen towards the end. Macedon and Thrace, to some extent, can get swordsmen earlier. But yeah, every single time I've surrounded and looked to siege out a city, the AI has just attacked me. Maybe on the campaign map, the Rhodes units seem inferior until they're on the field of battle. I don't know what it is. But to be fair now, I am having kind of a... Spartan campaign's a bit different. But maybe the Athenian campaign was that. Similarly. I don't know. Anyway, they're starting to form up here. Their cavalry looks like it's going to try and hit the right. But now with our back to the wall, we are going to be laughing. It's going to be quite hard to go on through. Oh, they do have some swordsmen there. Skirmishes we do have to watch out for. Alright, so we've got hoplites here. They are starting to skirmish Bithynia. What are these guys? They're technically like a barbarian Thracian faction. They do have some Greek units and some Hellenic influence in a couple of their units, but mostly you'd think this is just barbarian Thracians. Okay, so thankfully they're actually starting to skirmish my units further at the back. They're not actually skirmishing my pikes, which is what I'd be concerned about. They have some of their own. I wouldn't say it's a pike. It's like a long spear unit, though. Maybe it's a pike unit. It's quite close. Anyway, here we go. Oh my god. We've got some crazy swordsmen going on in here. As fighting is now broken out on the Rhodes and Pergamon front line. But yeah, once we take out Bithynia, which would be easier said than done, we've only got 2 more territories, and then we've got all of the surrounding coast in the Aegean under our control, eh? Yeah, all of the coast of Greece will be under our control. And Asia Minor. How awesome would that be? Like Western Asia Minor, that is. Only stands in our way is the Spartans. But we're getting to a stage now that although Sparta has the military traditions and 2 full stacks, we've got 6. Like, we are a bigger Hellenic threat than them. Can you remember the stage where we were like only had 1 or 2 stacks? We weren't attacking them. To be fair, if they don't accept my ultimatum of joining the Hellenic League that we're going, we might have to take them out. But we're gonna have to need, and there's gonna have to be a strong and united Greece if we are to face the Roman war machine. But it's absolutely bucketing down. My frames are killing it. And so far, we seem to be maintaining and holding. I can't tell how many kills are going. A couple of units are starting to lose some casualties, but it's nothing too crazy. Oh, the axemen there have actually used their ammunition. So they traded missile-wise back and forth. The balance of power is growing in my favor, as Pergamon are doing quite well here. They're struggling to break the Pergamon pike block that's holding so well. Yeah, I think they just squandered. They wasted their available ammunition missile reserves, essentially, tackling the wrong units. Like, I don't think the axemen and some of these reservists in the second line were that depleted at the start. I think they just focused on them. My archers have ammunition. They can't arc their shots properly. But so far, tactically, nothing too crazy. They're just clashing upon us. We're now holding, just turning into a little bit of a grind at the moment. Mostly Bithynia is focusing on the center here, which you nearly want to try and focus the flanks, because if the flanks go, that's the only problem with the noob box. They can wrap around quite well. but seeing how bad this auto resolve was in their favour, we're not doing too bad. We'll continue to inspire and rally, but look, hey, as long as we can take out as many of them as we can, we'll be laughing. We'll get a full stack. I believe it's the garrison that's coming out. I don't know where that other army's gone. But you gotta give it to the baddies of Bithynia. They're giving us a hell of a fight. No, I've got a unit waving here, actually. You didn't think it'd be causing a crowd crush because like there's so many units like flowing in there. There's like 3 units behind one there. That'd be awful. The crowd is flying into pikes. We're starting to get a little bit of casualties here. Okay, I've just skipped a little bit ahead. Nothing too crazy is happening. It's just like my frames are killing it. It's not like I got a bad PC. I got a pretty good one. I don't know if I mentioned it. I did buy a new PC last year. I didn't had to upgrade my PC since 2015. I got a 3060 now. It's not even that crazy anyway. Most people have like 3090s and stuff, but yeah, that's what I have, by the way. Before that I had a 1080, I think. Up until like 2020, I think. You don't need the most craziest PC for Total Wars. But it does help. Especially for the older ones now. You can still run them quite decently. But yeah, we're starting to lose a little bit of casualties. One pike unit is like routing. But it's actually swung to like 60% in our favour, maybe 50%. So, just time wasting here at the moment. We're good. Multiple Bithynian forces are retreating. And we might be able to get, you know, the highest kills per unit that we've ever had in DEI. Maybe even in this series. There hasn't been a point where I've had to put all my eggs into the corner camping basket at the moment with pikes as well. Pergamon pikes, dude, they're carrying. Like, they just cannot break through. Due to pikes being so strong in Rome too. And then, of course, being compounded by the fact that we're playing DEI along with the defensible formations and positions. Dude, we are laughing. Look at this. More wavering here. I was worried about losing this one and just trying to take and inflict as many casualties and make it just as hard for Bithynia as we can. But we might be able to destroy the garrison and waltz on in. We've only got one army to deal with. I don't know now, but it's going to be nearly, I don't know, anywhere between 500 to 1,000 kills for some of these pike units. It's going to be crazy. The amount once we get to the end of this one. Because they are still charging on through. We're going to win this. It's only a matter of time before Bithynia capitulates. Okay, it's nearly over. That might be GG. They are falling like flies. Yep. That's it. Victory has gone to Rhodes. Oh my god. Well, we've got a cavalry unit in reserve here. Let's just try and run down as many of them as we can. Right, well, let's end that one there. Close victory. Not the most tactically crazy, but dude, oh my god. 10,000 man battle, we lost 2,000. 900 kills with a pike unit. Oh my god. Look at the stats, man. That's insane. Not the most tactically difficult, but we just absolutely trashed Bithynia there. We straight up just shat on them. Oh my god. The pikes, dude. Alright, that's one army done. Captured 1,000 as well. Oh my god. Couple did run, but we'll just get rid of the rest of them. Yeah, let's just get rid of the captives. Oh, they've attacked me here, though. That's annoying. Can't auto-resolve this one either, so we'll retreat. They've given chase there. Oh, damn you. They've actually isolated me there, and we can't auto-resolve this one. Ugh, okay. We've just played a battle against them, which is annoying. Yeah, that's quite a harsh auto-resolve, I guess. Oh, anyway, well, unfortunately, I've got to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 7. Stay tuned for episode 8 coming out soon. So it looks like it's going to be a double battle against Bithynia. We're going to be starting the next episode exactly where we left off. Dude, they are still fighting to the bitter end. You got to give it to them, I guess. But yeah, we have to play this one. We can't auto-resolve. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just really harsh on the auto-resolve on the campaign map. Because, yeah, arguably, maybe we should be winning that in auto-resolve. I don't know. Anyway, stay tuned for episode 8 coming out soon. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you want to stay connected with me. I also want to say thank you to this month's patrons and channel members: Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tao, Lion B, Kyle P, Tom C, and White P. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.